This goes out to Linda K and everybody else. Okay? All the YouTubers that are on Making a Murderer. I just put out a video stating that Teresa left a message that was idiotic, stupid, and never should have occurred. There's not one auto trader ever in the history of Auto Trader sent one of their photographers nothing but a phone number and said, we don't know who it belongs to. We don't have a name, we don't have an address, we just have a fucking phone number. That's not the way it works. Not the way it works. Auto Trader, you have to set up an account. The Janda account. Well, did they give Teresa Scott's phone number on the Janda account? Well, if they did, then they gave her the Janda. She should have said Janda, Mr. or Mrs. Janda. All right, that wasn't there, so she didn't have a goddamn name. So there's no Janda involved in that voice message. Okay? There's no George Zipper involved in that voice message. Those two people, no. Because both had their address, both had their name associated with that phone number. So, there's not a phone number listed anywhere in the whole fucking world or ever in the history of Auto Trader that she should be calling anybody asking for a name or an address and saying I can't come out unless you give me a call back. That just does not fucking happen. Okay, it does happen. You're gonna have fucking murdered photographers and rape photographers and photographers that have been kidnapped and sold on the fucking white slavery fucking market, you know, slavery, sexual slavery and shit. No. Auto Trader. There's your key. Auto Trader generated a piece of paper that had Scott Taddix's phone number on it, had Barb's address on it, and for some ungodly reason, here's this phone message. What for? I'll tell you what the fuck for. Is to keep Scott in line. Get Scott involved, all right? Something about Scott has to do with this. Why would they pin that on him? Because of the fucking fire. That's why. The fire gets higher. Scott's just going along. How big do you want that fire? Oh, you want 5 more feet? You want 5 more feet? You want 5 more feet? Boom! There goes the fucking LP gas. Yeah, there's a fucking bomb sitting right there. You get that fire so fucking high, that fucking thing gets hot. Boom, there you go. That big mushroom cloud. You see? Big fucking propane tank sitting there. No. So the phone call is to get Scott to stay in line. Okay? Scott didn't even see a fucking fire. Now we have to have a fire in order to burn Teresa. So how do we get a fire to burn Teresa? We get Scott to say there's a fire to burn Teresa. You see, now, let's go back to Linda K. Linda K. First words out of her mouth is, maybe Barb and Scott shared the same phone plan. Okay. Back up. Well, that is puzzling, isn't it? Maybe Barb and Scott shared the same phone plan. Let's look at this. Okay, Linda, the reason why I'm not jumping your shit is because you gave me an insight How far backwards will all these people go to give legitimacy to Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey's conviction, to give legitimacy to Ken Kratz, Tom Powell, Norman Gans, to give legitimacy? Keep them in fucking prison. Don't look for Teresa Marie Halbach. That's what that's about. We're always going to find a fucking excuse to keep them in fucking prison. All the while saying, oh, we want them to fucking be free. Now, how stupid is it? How stupid is it to instantly come off the top of your head and say, well, maybe they shared the same phone plan. One's in Missy exchange. One's in Two River exchange. They were boyfriend and girlfriend, and the husband, Tom, still lived in the motherfucking house. How are they going to share the same phone plan? Well, let's just say they do. How does that fucking help Stephen Avery? How does that help Brendan Dassey? How does it hurt Stephen Avery? How does it hurt Brendan Dassey? How does it help Teresa Marie Halbach if she's alive? How does it hurt Teresa Marie Halbach if she's alive? It harms Stephen Avery. It harms Brendan Dassey. It harms Teresa Marie Halbach. And it gives credence and legitimacy to the state. Most importantly, it's a fucking lie. It poses a question. All right? It's not goddamn possible. So we throw up an impossibility without thinking about it first. And it's always to keep Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey in prison. Don't look for Teresa Marie Halbach. That's what we got. Now, why in the hell is Erekose and Allie Apperson and Laura, PerPleXedQT? Why do they keep going down this road of ill reasoning, knowing the motherfucking truth, still lying? I will tell you why. Do you see commercials on my YouTube vids? No. You don't and you won't. Guess what? Erekose didn't get into this because of the fact that he was all fucking interested and thought Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey were innocent and was concerned for Teresa. Fuck no. No. You know why? Because he's not changing his fucking tune. And the reason why he isn't changing his tune because Laura just gave it out there the other day. She says, well, I'm done with Zellner. And then everybody turned their back on her. Well, shit. If Erekose steps out of line, if he steps out of the narrative, then he's fearful that his views will go down and he'll lose his advertising and people will ostracize him like they did Laura Evans, whatever it is. You see? Now, they're not going to step out of line and start singing the truth because they can lose viewers and they can lose advertising dollars, whatever that is. Pennies on the fucking, it's stupid. But see, Laura's already been ostracized, so she knows what that's like. But they're looking for if you're not in with the crowd, if you're not cool, okay, basically put, these fuckers are a bunch of goddamn followers. That's all there is to it. There's go with the flow, whatever gets votes, and I don't want to rock the fucking boat. I want to be popular. Yeah, right. That's what it is. So, Erekose, Laura, PerPleXedQT, Allie, you got a solution to this, huh? Do ya? Well, I've been invited to join some type of fucking Twitter shit. Fuck you. I do my own goddamn research. I don't need to get involved in anybody else's bullshit. And I'm so many years behind. I don't give a fuck. See, you know what your problem is, people? YouTubers all the way down, except for me and Stacy, all the way down are dumb fucks. They're blind leading the fucking blind. That's what they are. They don't know how to wage war worth shit. I do. See, here's what they're doing, is they're defending everything there is. Well, when you defend everything, you defend nothing. Japan learned that, okay? You defend everything, you defend nothing. What you want to do, people, is you want to, because your shit's not critical. It's not critical. It might be interesting, but it's not fucking critical. What's critical? What's going to get Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey out? What's going to get the search for Teresa Halbach back on the road again? You got to find the Achilles heel. You got to find out what's important. You have to pick your fucking battles is what you have to do. What's important? That's what. This other trivial shit. Well, let's talk about the blood spatter on the fucking back door. Fuck you! It ain't her back door, so take that blood spatter and shove it up your motherfucking ass. Okay? Well, anything that has to do with blood in the rapport, I don't care if it's Stephen or if it's Teresa's, means shit! It ain't her rapport. But let's keep it her rapport. We gotta keep it her rapport. Keep the lie alive. That's what this is about. Yep. Keep those viewers coming in. Keep those subscribers going up. They're in it for the fucking business. Me, I don't give a fuck. You subscribe to my channel, great. You don't? Whatever. You view me, great. You don't? I don't give a fuck. You understand? I don't care. YouTube is not where I'm going to make my bread and butter. I get on YouTube as a cursory. All right? I jump up here and I'm speaking what I'm speaking because what it is I'm laying it in. I'm laying it in for the fucking future. I don't give a fuck about you. I'm laying my videos in for the future. And guess who's gonna see them? Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey. And when they do, then payday. You see what I'm saying? I don't need but 35 fucking people watching my videos. Past that, I give a rat's ass to dust. You wanna watch me? Watch me. You don't? Don't. I ain't never gonna ask you to subscribe to my channel. Hell, I got 21 people more than I wanted. I can use to lose a couple of subscribers. What the fuck? I'm not here for subscribers. I'm not here for your view. I'm here for Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey's view. I'm here for Teresa Marie Halbach's view. I'm here for Kathleen T. Zellner to view. I'm here for Laura Nyrider to view, for Stephen Drizzen to view. And most importantly, my #1 viewer. The #1 viewer that watches me, and I know goddamn well you are. Mark Wiggert. That's right. Kratz couldn't even go to court if it hadn't have been for Wiggert and Fassbender. Okay? Those two assholes are watching my vids, seeing what I come up with next, seeing if there's anything that they can use. because they know goddamn well I'm a serious motherfucker and I'm going to fucking win. I'm going to win. You're going to lose. I am going to win. That's it. That's what's going to happen. So you can have your idea, oh well, fuck, you know, Rick's all off the rocker. Fine, fuck yeah. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Well, Wigger. Jigs up, dude. Mark Wigert. Tom Massbender. I don't give a fuck about any of my fellow YouTubers. Alright? I give a fuck about you. How do you answer it? Where did this Teresa Rehobock message come from? It didn't come from Auto Trader. Auto Trader would never fucking do that. And Teresa Rehobock, being an Auto Trader employee, photographer, also knows that. And she knew in making that call that it was totally out of protocol. Not normal for anything. That and her, if I should die at the Avery Auto Salvage Yard at the hands of Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey on Halloween, October 31st, 2005, I just have to say that my life is, I loved... No. No, when you're 25 years old, you're not going to die, you live by goddamn for fucking ever. Okay? No. So that's a setup. And this other call is a setup. You see, there's making a murder the way you see it out there with all the fucking bullshit. And you guys are dealing with all the fucking bullshit. But no! There's another story. The one that's untold. That's what I'm after. Yeah. So, whenever we get past the bullshit, then we might get on to the truth. But no, they don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. You see, we got to keep that voice message at Barb's phone. Fucking shit for brains. Well, if it's on Barb's phone, then there's no sense in looking any further, right? Well, now it's not on Barb's phone. It's not on the Zipper's phone. It's never been on the Smith's phone. It's not on, I doubt very seriously it was ever on Taddish's phone. And I doubt very seriously she even called that fucking number. What she did is she called her own voicemail. And that recording came off of Teresa Rehobock's voicemail. She called herself. And she left the recording on her own fucking voicemail. And that's how the cops got it. See? There's a whole nother fucking story here, people. Not the one that you guys are all fighting against and shit. Fuck y'all. No. There's the other story. You know, like the real one. You guys are all over here just fucking off with bullshit. Radio calls, yeah, that's set up shit too. This was an operation, people. It didn't just happen and people all fucking jumping around doing shit. No. This was set up in advance. They had, and they didn't have plants in Auto Trader, but yet that's generated. That's generated and sent. No. No. That's made up. That's a false piece of documentation. Oh, and since it was a trial exhibit, guess what? That's brought upon the court. Brought upon the court makes all court orders void, of no legal effect, as if they never been issued. Just that piece of paper right there, Barb, with that number on it. That doesn't belong to that address, by the way. That piece of paper, yeah, that's the piece of paper that gets Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey the fuck out of prison. Why? Because that is proof of brought upon the court. Have a nice goddamn day. But Zellner, not using brought upon the court, now puts it on Barb's answering machine to keep Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey in prison and not to go search for Teresa Halbach. $100,000 reward for her real killer so that we don't go look for Teresa Marie Halbach and keep Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey in fucking prison.